Hello, Earthlings. So good to have you all back here. I was just having a small chat with my device Dexter, and he's telling me some really interesting facts, which I will be telling you today. All right. So, first of all, tell me, Earthlings in the chat, did all of you bring your friends to watch the stream? Don't you want your friends to meet the alien Spencer, which is me, right? You don't want to do that? All right. So, Chad, first of all, I want to tell you, Earthlings, everybody who's watching me right now, I want to tell you that I am getting better at indoor sports like chess every single day. Okay. I've been learning a lot. And then I also started getting interested in new outdoor sports. So, I'm pretty sure by looking at what I'm wearing, you have almost guessed which outdoor sport I'm talking about. But for the people who don't know, one of the sports that I started liking is called football. All right. So guess who is my favorite player in football? You have about 10 seconds. I'm going to count till 10. Okay. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. Ding, 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 ding. Come on. Friends in the chat. Let me see. Who is my favorite player according to you? Oh, Kishan Bhanushali, thank you so much. You said you bought your friends. Good. So, hi to all the friends of Kishan. I see you. I see you. Yeah. I see you waving at me right now. I see you in the back sitting and eating. I see you in the back. Hi to all the Kishan friends. So, anyways, tell me, Kishan and friends and all the other people who are watching me right now, who do you think is my favorite football player? Look what I'm wearing. Can you see this, guys? Right? Okay. Okay, so we have Pradeep Chakraborty who guessed it right. He says it is Ronaldo, and that is absolutely true. My favorite. I'm so engrossed in chess that I can only think of chess right now. But my favorite football player is Cristiano Ronaldo. I'll tell you a very interesting fact about the world champion Magnus Carlsen. Okay, a few years ago, the world champion of chess, Magnus Carlsen, he was invited to a game of football. And you might be thinking when somebody's invited to a game of football, they might be getting some kind of front seat or a VIP seat or some seat in the balcony, but that's not true. He was invited to kick the ball. People, do you watch football, chat? So in the opening, there are two players who have to kick the ball and then the game begins, right? Guess what? Our very own world champion Magnus Carlsen kicked the ball and then the game began. Can you imagine? Magnus Carlsen also likes to play football before his lot of chess matches. How many of you are wowed by that? Like I am wowed. This guy plays chess, he plays poker, he practices football, he does running. There has to be a limit, right? So he tells me, looking at Magnus Carlsen, this thing tells me that you should not just stop at one thing and you should do many, many things, right? Especially when you're young, right? So, Earthlings, let's see what you have to say. Okay, we have Neymar Jr., who's also a football player. He says also Ronaldo. We have Dipti Kothari, good guess, Ronaldo. Gracie F, also saying Ronaldo. We have Neymar Jr. again. Jai Shri Jampana is also saying Ronaldo. Okay, all right. So, by the way, do you like my specs? Chad, tell me, do you think these are real? How many of you all think that these specs are real in the chat? Jay Shri Jampana says same for me. Great. Sarthak Sawan says Spencer. I also play football. That's great. Okay. So, how many of you all think these specs are real? Okay, I'm going to do a magic trick. Let's see. You see how my specs are bouncing off? These are not real. Look, I can just throw them off. All right. Okay. Somebody in the chat is saying, I like your smile. Oh, that's a compliment. Thank you so much. How many of you all like my smile? Do you like me smiling or do you like me sad? Or do you like me angry? Or do you like me sleepy? Angry, sleepy, happy, sad. Which one do you like, chat? Okay. So, chat, let me tell you some really interesting facts about chess. Okay, so you all learned so much of chess yesterday, but let me tell you something that you might have missed in all these years. Okay, so are you guys ready? Fact number one. This is the most surprising fact that I have heard. Like, this blew my mind completely. Fact number one. Nobody can think of it. It says that the queen initially could only move one square at a time diagonally. Isn't that jaw dropping? Is that the term that humans use? The queen could only move one square at a time diagonally. Later, she could only move two squares at a time diagonally. Yes, I mean, it was a different time. The game was completely different. But it wasn't until Reconquista Spain with its powerful Queen Isabella that the queen became the strongest piece on board. And that, my friend, has led to the chess game that we have today, where the queen is said to be the strongest piece on board. And with that, I would like to ask you, yesterday, Aarti ma'am taught me how many points every piece has. So, people in the chat, tell me, how many points is the queen worth? You have about 5 seconds. I'm going to count from 1 to 5. Okay, so 1, 2, 5. I counted from 1 to 5. Okay, how many points does the queen have? Oh, so a lot of people are completely amazed by the queen fact. That's interesting. Okay, now the second fact is quite amazing as well. I mean, it's mathematically a brilliant fact. Okay, so I came to know that there is something called as mathematics. I mean, we have something similar on our planet. It's called an algorithm, but on here on Earth, it's called as mathematics. All right. So the number of possibilities of a knight, the way it can move over the board, is over 122 million. 122 million. That number is even big for an alien like me. I mean, the poor little cute knight, it can move over 122 million square. I mean, the possibilities of a knight's tour, the possibility of a knight's tour, the way it can move, the possibilities of all of that on the chessboard is 122 million. Just blows my mind. All right. Now, for so many days, speaking with Grandmaster Arun sir and woman Grandmaster Aarti ma'am, I've come to know that chess players are very smart. Okay, it makes them intelligent. It makes them able to implement the same thing in life, and they can, use their analytical skills and critical skills to solve problems in real life. So the third fact is based on that, and the fact is that during World War II, some of the top chess players were also code breakers. Isn't that cool? I mean, all the code breakers that you see in movies who have like a screen with all of those complicated graphics, it looks pretty cool to me at least. So we had some code breakers in World War II. For example, we have the British chess master called Harry Golembeck. You had Stuart Milner. You had Barry, and head of department Alexander was on the team which broke the Enigma code. Wow. That's a very important aspect in the human history. Okay. Now, something about the language. Where did the chess language come from? So the word checkmate, it comes from the Persian phrase shamat, shamat, which means the king is dead. Okay. But fortunately, we say that the game is lost, the game is concluded, and we call it a checkmate. All right. Now, one last fact. Do you want to know one more fact about chess? Let me know in the chat. If I feel that the chat is energetic, I will be energetic, and I'll tell you one more thing. Okay. Okay. So, Jai Shri Jampana says, "Holy moly! Wow, is that a rhyme?" We have Chandana Sethi saying, "Wow." Okay, you guys do like chess facts. Okay, Jai Shri Jampana, kudos to you for guessing the number of points. Ramakrishna, kudos to you as well. Nathu Sonkate, kudos to you. Good job. We have Anandawel, 15 points. No, that's incorrect. I'm sorry. We have Pradeep Chakraborty also getting 9 points for the Queen. Excellent, excellent. You guys are so intelligent. You're learning pretty fast. All right. Now, the fifth fact is the longest chess game theoretically possible is 5,949 moves. Can you imagine? Like, imagine two chess players, okay, with whatever biological age that they are given, sitting down to play against each other, and they are playing a chess game which is 5,949 moves. I mean, in between this game, somebody has to fall asleep. Oh, by the way, that reminds me, do you know how chess clock was invented? Because once upon a time, two really top grandmasters were playing chess, and back then you did not have a time limit. Okay, so one of the grandmasters went something like, yes, one of the grandmasters fell asleep, and then the other grandmasters went something like, you know what was happening between? Something really funny. Both of them thought that it's the other person's turn. And for about 1.5 days, nobody played a single move, thinking that it's the other person's turn. And then the grandmaster who was thinking, he thought he ran out of patience because humans get angry, right? So he got frustrated and he shook the other sleepy guy up and he was like, hey, it's your turn. And he was like, no, first of all, good morning. I think it's your turn. And that's when they realized if this keeps on happening in tournaments, the tournaments would have to go on for days and days and days. And that's when, my friends, the chess clock was invented. Okay? Do you not find it funny? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Okay. Who played such a game? How about chat? You find out and tell me which grandmasters fell asleep, and you tell me in the chat. Sarthak Sound says Magnus versus Nepo. Sarthak, I know what you're talking about, but yeah, one of them did fall asleep. But this is not when the chess clock was invented. This is after the chess clock was already invented. Okay. Satish Kumar says best opening. Best opening, according to me, is a chess opening. Satish Kumar, is that what you want to know? No. Personal favorite opening is Catalan. Okay. Okay. Jyotsna says you'd be a great dramatist. Oh, dramatist means like, are you trying to say drum artist? So I can go like, a drum artist, is that what you mean? The guys with the sticks who hit like circular drums and it makes sounds and then people just, keep on dancing. Is that what you mean? Jyotsna, please correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, all right. So now, guys, we're going to do something very interesting. Okay. So I've been learning chess for so long from Aarti ma'am and Arun sir also taught me a couple of things. After the stream, I had like secret meetings with them. I will reveal someday what's going to happen. I mean, what conversation we had. But for now, I'm going to play a game with you guys helping me. That's right. I'm going to play a game of chess right now with you guys helping me. So my friends at the HobSpace station are also pretty excited. I'm about to play a game now, all right? So are you guys excited for that? We'll see. Okay, so let me present my magical chessboard. This is a trick that Aarti ma'am taught me, by the way. There you go. All right. So let me select a 10 plus 0 game. And there we go. All right, chat. So you're going to have to help me, all right? Okay. Let's go, chat. Let's play a game. Oh, it seems that person that we paired up against doesn't want to play against me. It seems he knows that chat is helping me. Let's find a different opponent. Okay. So I'm going to go d4. So Aarti ma'am taught me this is to gain control of the center. Kids, pay attention. I'm giving Aarti ma'am's knowledge to you from my perspective. I might be wrong in a couple of things, but hey, let's have fun, okay? I'm going to play d4. So kids, do you know? Oh, he plays knight to f6. Let me take out my another pawn, go to c4. Again, you see what I'm trying to do? I'm getting control of all of these squares. So this is an opening principle in chess. You need to control the center. Let's see what the opponent is playing. Okay, he's trying to fight back. Let's take out a knight. I wanted to bring out my knight so that he can talk to this knight and maybe let me in, Do you think that's going to happen? Okay. I know you are in Zoom, Spencer. You put a virtual background. No, this is my spaceship. This is not Zoom. Okay. All right. You see, I did not capture this pawn. Why? Because this is my stream. I can do whatever I want. Okay. No. All right. So chat suggests me. Do you want me to castle or not? Do you want me to castle or not? Do you want fireworks? Chat. Nisha Yadav says yes. Okay. Okay, so chat, tell me, how many points does the pawn have? Oh, this person is trying to get inside. See, he's trying to attack this pawn. Okay, so I'm trying to defend this pawn. Fair enough, right? Okay. Sarthak Samant is laughing. Okay, chat, do I capture this pawn? There you go, bishop. Go get that pawn. 1-1-1. Okay, great, great, great. So Chandana Sethi, you get to try it. Neymar Jr. Yes, pawn does have 1 point. That is true. So we have about 9 minutes. We are doing excellent on time. The opponent has 8 minutes and 50 seconds. So you guys remember how the chess clock started, right? Now imagine I'm sitting and I fall asleep. Would you enjoy? No, right? Which is why chess clock was invented, right? Okay, pawn takes pawn, pawn takes pawn. Okay, how about all of you find a rhyming word for knight, bishop, and rook? Let's see who can come up with the best rhymes. What rhymes with the knight? What rhymes with the rook? And what rhymes with the bishop? Okay, we have this. Look, guys, my training is paying off. Right now, I have plus 2 points. Okay, play birds opening trap. No, I don't like to trap birds, Satish Kumar. I want the birds to be free. Or am I misinterpreting you? Okay, guys, let me teach you. For the people who are wondering, I learned this from Aarti ma'am, how to draw all of these arrows. I learned these arrows. The arrow, I can draw a circle. Look, I can even draw the logo of Olympics. Not just Olympics, but the normal Olympics. Okay, let me develop my knight. And don't worry, guys, I'm going to reveal the treasure and locations as well. But we need to finish this game, right? You need to know the yesterday's treasure hunt location. Yesterday what we did, chat, Earthlings, just between you and me, I secretly put the locations of the treasure hunt in the chat below. And I did not say the hints because I wanted to test who is actually paying attention to your good old friend Spencer. If you're not paying attention, then you would be like, oh my God, Spencer did not give me the hints. How am I supposed to go to the Instagram post? Oh my God, it seems the opponent is playing well. I think he's also a student of Aarti ma'am. The opponent is beating me. Can somebody help me? Oh, the opponent is up 3 points. Oh my God. Next time, do a losses trap. Oh, you people are pretty interested in chess. That's interesting. Okay. Let's see. So, chat, what to play here? Let's see. Should I make this pawn fly all the way up to a4? So here what the opponent is trying to do is they are trying to create this beautiful pawn chain. You see this? And all of these pawns are going to rain down on all of my pieces. And they're trying to just put some pressure on the knight. By the way, did you find the rhyming words with the knight? What rhymes with knight? Let me see. What rhymes is white? I guess white is the color. We have tight. Tight is basically something that is very tight and crisp. What else? That's all I can think of, chat. You need to tell me. Chandana Sethi says push up. What is a push up? What do you want me to push up? Oh, you want me to push up the pawn. Okay, I see. Very good. Okay, Chandana, I did that already. Okay, I need to safeguard my king, run with my king. So, chat, so far I'm doing terrible in this game because I'm talking to you and my attention is divided. Aarti ma'am told me once you're playing chess, you have to think only about chess, chess, and chess. You should not think about everything else. And I didn't really agree with that before, but now I can see why he would say that. Okay. So, chat, the opponent wants to queen. Is there a way to get out of this chat? Okay, let's try this. Oh, fight. Yeah. Somebody, Sarthi Kundrapu says fight. That's also interesting. Kite. Oh, kite is the thing that you fly in the air, right? How far does the kite go, by the way? Oh, guys, did you see that? Do you think the king is blushing? The king is all red. So I've heard that humans say that when somebody's all red, they're blushing. Why is the king blushing when the queen is eyeing the king? Ah, it's a check. Very good, chat. It's a check. So we block the check by putting an ice cream cone in between. And now they want to do this. That is very interesting. Whoever this is anonymous, you have ruined my day. But no, I'm having a good time with the chat, right? Right, chat? Oh, it's our turn. Yes, they have played it. So, chat, what do we do now? Do you think it's time to resign? No, there's no way I'm resigning. I'm going to fight till my last breath. There's no way I'm resigning. So, let me put my knight here. Okay. Now, does anybody know what is a sacrifice in chess? Okay, yes. Tell me, Sarthak, you know what is a sacrifice? A sacrifice is, so here, if pay attention, all the kids. Yes, see, the opponent has two queens. Okay. Do you think I should capture the queen? Yes, I should. Not an ice cream cone. Yeah, look, we have so many ice cream cones. We have one, but the ice cream cones are like turned upside down. Okay, so now my guess is the opponent will capture my rook. See, so predictable. They even followed my arrow. So predictable this opponent is. Okay, now let me take out my queen now. Jay Shri Jampana says yes. Nisha Yadav says check or cheek. Cheek, you mean Nisha Yadav? Okay, how about I make some space for my king? Make the king, give him some space to get cozy and have a nice time in his little home right here. You see, these are the three squares that the king is currently safe at. Chad, you're not helping. This is getting terribly hard for me, Chad. You need to help me. Okay, let's try and play. So if I can get to this square, that's a checkmate. If I can get my queen here somehow, that's a checkmate. So let's try and trick the opponent. Chad, we have one chance at winning this game. If I go here, that will be a check, and the king cannot move anywhere. So they have to block it. But then I can capture it, and that's a checkmate. So how do I get here, Chad? I need to get rid of this little ice cream cone. So what do? We try to trick the opponent. We push this pawn or this ice cream cone. They take my ice cream cone. I take their ice cream cone. Actually, I don't even take. I can just go up. Let's try if they get tricked into this. First, I have to move my king over here. So now there is no check. Chad, do you think this trick is going to work? How many minutes do you have in your enemy's time? Oh, Chad, you cannot see that? I have 5 minutes and 45 seconds. And the opponent has 4 minutes and 15 seconds. Let's see. If they take my pawn, I win this game and I make Aarti ma'am proud. I will show this game to Aarti ma'am tomorrow then. If they take my pawn, chat, please manifest, pray, do whatever you want to. Oh, they did not fall for it, it seems. But I can take this. I won a rook at least. Maybe I am back in the game. Let's see, do we win this chat? No? Oh my god. They are not falling for it. Let me make it look like I'm running with my queen. Where do I run, chat? Do I go to A4, A6? A6. No, chat. Come on, chat. Help me. Oh my God. I think, I think I won't make Karthi ma'am proud, chat. I'm losing this game terribly. I have to go here. I can block a couple of moves and then it's game over. But even if the opponent gives me one move, they lose. A6. Okay, Jai Shri Jampana. No. Okay, chat. Chat, listen. You have to keep this between us. Tomorrow in the chat, you cannot come, or tomorrow or day after tomorrow, whenever next time Aarti ma'am comes, you cannot tell her that I lost. It's a secret between you and me, okay? It's a top secret. You cannot tell her, please. So now I'm going to make my chessboard disappear. You guys ready for that? See, see, the chessboard is gone. All right, chat. First of all, was it fun, chat, to play a chess game and helping me throughout? So now, um, oh, I'm sorry. Jai Sri Jambana says, come on, Spencer, you can do this, but I could not, chat. I'm very sorry. Okay, so I'm going to reveal the treasure hunt location of yesterday, and then I'm going to explain the treasure hunt of today. All right. So, first of all, how many of you all guessed the treasure hunt location of yesterday? Did you go and comment? Did you follow my instructions? Did you tell your friends? Do you want to win the exciting prizes from HobSpace? Let me know in the chat. Okay, so it's time to reveal yesterday's treasure hunt location. Okay, so to visit this place, I had to come back to India again from my Europe tour, but I was very glad I came to India because I could see the Olympiad. Otherwise, how would I see the Olympiad day two, right? So the location is, any guesses? Any guesses? The location is Konark Sun Temple. Okay, this temple is not an ordinary temple, chat. Let me tell you, its architecture is amazing with very beautifully carved patterns. The local people even told me that the temple is dedicated to sun god Surya. Isn't that beautiful? Like a whole temple dedicated to a god with so much carvings and beauty around it. That's lovely, according to me. They also mentioned that this style of architecture in the Konark Sun temple is native to Odisha and it is called the Kalinga architecture. It goes back, it goes way back. Yeah. And just like the Colosseum that I visited, a few days ago, like day before yesterday, I don't know how humans say it. Just like the Colosseum, this marvelous building has also been demolished over the years. That is a bit sad. It is also because the temple is more than 700 years old. That's actually nothing for me in galactic minutes. But for humans, it's quite a long time, right? So let me tell you also something about what happened in today's Olympiad. So after visiting the temple, I went to Chennai and I saw the second day of Chess Olympiad. And I can tell you a couple of things. I'm not an expert like Aarti ma'am, but let me tell you, it was my honor as an alien from outer space to see all the top chess players at one single place. And if I am correct, chat, if you are following the Chess Olympiad just like me, if you're watching all the streams, you would know that all the six Indian teams, three from Open, three from the women's category, they won all the games. That's right. We won all the games. I mean, these players are completely dominating. That's amazing. I couldn't be more proud that my friends who turned out to be from India and this country is completely dominating the chess round in the first Olympiad tournament. Okay, which means 24 Indian players won the first round of Chess Olympiad. 24 Indian players. The team looks like a scary team, isn't it? I mean, if I was some other country, I wouldn't want to be paired up against Indian team. A lot of teams actually completed round one by winning all the games. They have equal points now. Okay. So for example, some of them are, I mean, India is first, we have Spain, we have Poland, we have Azerbaijan, and then Netherlands in the open category. In the women's team, there is again India. See the smile on my face whenever I say India. Then we have Ukraine, we have Georgia, we have Poland, we have France, and again we have Azerbaijan. Okay, so my dear earthly friends, I will keep updating you every day about the Chess Olympiad scores. So make sure that you join the stream every single day at 7 p.m. Oh, Wait, what? Uh, Guys, do you see this? I'm getting some signals. I'm getting two signals. Oh, I understand. Oh, guys, I have something very interesting to tell you, but I'm going to hold it. I'm going to hold it first. Let me tell you about tomorrow's treasure hunt. Okay, let me tell you about tomorrow's treasure hunt. So listen carefully. I'm going to explain again how the treasure hunt is going to be played. This is the first round, okay, of treasure hunt that is going to last for 9 different days. Okay, nine, is this correct? It's going to last for 9 different days. Every day, I will give you 3 hints of a landmark that I will receive from my device, Dexter. Okay, I don't know why some humans are calling it Dex2 with love. Okay. So every day I will give you 3 hints of a landmark that I will receive from Dexter. You will have to guess the landmark and comment on HobSpace's Instagram post. Okay. And then I will reveal the correct answer tomorrow in the stream. But that is not it. You will have to know all the 9 correct answers of this first round that's going on right now, because the initial letters of all these locations will form a 9 letter word. Da da da. All right. So, for example, the initials of California, Australia, and Texas, they form a 3 letter word called cat, right? Yeah, very good chat. Cat is an animal. I learned that. Okay. So whoever comments the secret word on Instagram post on the 10th day will receive exciting gifts from HopSpace. You might even get some alien technology from my Alpha Centauri Starry Apartments. Okay. So are you guys ready to know today's hints for the treasure hunt? Are you guys ready? Okay, so listen carefully. Today's hints are: this place, it was a gigantic citadel situated on top of a mountain ridge. Okay, it was a gigantic citadel situated on top of a mountain ridge. Hint number two, it was constructed in the 15th century by the Inca tribe. So it goes ways back, right? This Inca tribe sounds pretty interesting. Inca tribe, we don't know, but we will probably figure it out, right? And hint number three, it is located in Peru. All right. So hint number one is it is a gigantic citadel situated on top of a mountain ridge. Hint number two, it was constructed in the 15th century by the Inca tribe. And third one, it is located in Peru. So these are the hints. Okay. Once you get the landmark, make sure you note down the first initial and put it in your series of the 9 letter word. And you can guess that word and comment it on the 10th day on Instagram HobSpace post. So now I will reveal what signals I was getting, chat. This is going to blow your mind. All right. So recently, how many of you all were there and watching me when I spoke to Arun sir? You remember I was having a conversation with Arun sir, and he told me something very exciting. He is the coach of the youngest grandmaster in the world. Okay. And he told me that the next time he would meet me, he's going to get a guest, a young human guest with us. So I connected the dots, and I think he's talking about Grandmaster Abhimanyu Mishra. The youngest Grandmaster in the world is going to be with us tomorrow at this particular time at 7 p.m. Indian time, right? So, Earthlings, I have a request. I have a task. I have a task for you. Okay. You remember what you have to do. You have to tell your 5 friends. You have to tell your 5 friends, because we are going to have the youngest grandmaster in the world, and also together his coach, which is Grandmaster Arun Subramanian sir. And he's now my friend. So you have to get 5 friends each, all of you in the chat. You have to get 5 friends each and make them watch and join the stream and participate in the treasure hunt and participate in the chat. Keep on replying, engage with us to win exciting gifts. And not just that, to learn a thing or two from the youngest grandmaster in the world. Isn't that right, chat? Okay. So I think I am so excited to meet the youngest grandmaster in the world tomorrow at the same time, chat. Aren't you guys? Okay. So now I'm going to have to leave. I want to see the Chess Olympiad round 3, and we will be doing discussions about that tomorrow at the same time, along with Grandmaster Arun sir and the youngest grandmaster in the world, which is Grandmaster Abhimanyu Mishra. Okay. I hope you guys are as excited as me, and I will be seeing you tomorrow at the same time on the same HopSpace station. All right. See you guys. Bye bye.